Welcome to Offbeat Headlines, where you get the news you actually want to hear. Okay, buckle up, because this story might just blow the lid off of one of America's greatest mysteries. Who was D.B. Cooper? Here's the twist. Shantae and Rick McCoy III believe it was their dad. Yes, their dad, Richard McCoy Jr., a decorated Vietnam War pilot with a taste for high-flying heists, is now at the center of a decades-old enigma. Still not ringing a bell? Let me paint the picture. It's 1971. A man calling himself Dan Cooper boards a plane, cool as a cucumber, demands $200,000 in cash, and parachutes into the Washington wilderness. The FBI hunts for him, clues are scarce, the trail goes cold, and D.B. Cooper becomes a legend. Fast forward to 1972, Richard McCoy Jr. pulls off a very familiar stunt. He hijacks a plane, demands cash, dons a wig, fake mustache, and sunglasses, and jumps with $500,000 in tow. Sound familiar? McCoy was arrested, but his bold escape and eventual death in a shootout with the FBI only deepened the mystery. Now here's where things get wild. The McCoy siblings recently found a parachute in their mom's garage and brought it to Dan Grider, a retired pilot obsessed with solving the D.B. Cooper case. Grider says the parachute is a match for the military surplus gear Cooper requested during his heist. Coincidence? The McCoy family doesn't think so. To tie it all together, Richard McCoy was a skilled pilot trained in high-stakes jumps during the Vietnam War. If anyone could have pulled off two legendary hijackings, it's him. And now the FBI is re-examining the evidence, testing DNA to see if its family's shocking claim could finally crack the case. Was D.B. Cooper just a thrill-seeking dad with a knack for parachutes and disguises? Or is this another twist in the ever-expanding web of theories? What happens when a Chick-fil-A employee trades in serving waffle fries for smashing windows and performing a midnight exorcism? Avon, Indiana just delivered a story so bizarre you wouldn't believe it until you hear every bloody detail. It's 1:20 a.m. when the police are called to a quiet home. The report, a burglary in progress. But this isn't your typical break-in. Instead, officers find Robert Knocker, coated in blood, rambling about sunglasses, and ready to save a soul. His mission? To perform an exorcism because he believed someone in the house was possessed. The officers asked why he was bleeding, and Robbie casually explained that he had broken a window to gain entry.
Yes.
Inside the house, the scene was chaos. Shattered glass, a bloody CD, track 3 was apparently the key to the ritual, and a destroyed entertainment system. Oh, and Robbie, he tried to spell something ominous on a projector screen, using blood. The homeowner, a longtime coworker of Knocker's at Chick-fil-A, had received strange texts from him earlier in the day. One particular cryptic message warned them not to listen to Spotify. Yes, Spotify, the true harbinger of evil, apparently. Police took Robbie to a hospital for a mental health evaluation, and while no arrests were made on the scene, charges have since been filed for felony residential entry, criminal mischief, and disorderly conduct. But let's talk about the real lesson here. This isn't just about smashed windows and bloody sunglasses. It's a stark reminder of how mental health issues can spiral into truly bizarre and dangerous situations. So what can we say about Robbie? He may not have eaten enough of the Lord's chicken that day, but he certainly served us a story for the ages. Okay, let's talk about something that will definitely make you do a double take. A baby born in China with a 4-inch tail? No, it's not a sci-fi plot twist or a Halloween costume gone wrong. It's a real-life medical mystery. This little one's tail has doctors scratching their heads and the rest of us questioning what's happening with human development. Born at Hangzhou Children's Hospital, the baby was diagnosed with a rare condition called tethered spinal cord. Normally, our spinal cords float freely in the spinal canal, but in this case, it's stuck to surrounding tissue at the base of the spine. And what does this weird medical hitch result in? You guessed it, an actual tail.
What is it?
I have a tail.
Good Lord.
Dr. Lee, the deputy chief physician of pediatric neurosurgery, was the one to spot this oddity right after birth. He confirmed through an MRI that the tail-like appendage was soft, boneless, and a result of incomplete degeneration during development. For now, the tail remains untouched. Surgeons are taking a wait-and-see approach before deciding if surgery is necessary. This bizarre story not only has everyone intrigued, but also raises a ton of questions about how our bodies develop in ways we never expect.
Oh man, it really does wag.
Why does this happen? Can it be prevented? And could this tail be a sign of something even weirder lurking in human evolution? You won't believe this. 106 years old and still partying like it's 1920? Yeah! Meet Florence Hackman, aka Fireball Flo from Ohio. Her secret to a long life is a positive attitude and Fireball whiskey. Flo celebrated her 106th birthday at her senior living facility, and guess what? She's been sipping on Fireball for years.
2 shots of vodka.
The cinnamon flavored drink is her go-to, and it's even caught the attention of the Fireball brand, who sent her some extra bottles and goodies for her 105th birthday. But it's not just the whiskey. Flo says the real secret is staying kind and taking life one day at a time, and maybe a sip of Fireball to keep things spicy. At 106, she's still living it up daily, with happy hours and never missing a Cincinnati Bengals game. Cheers to Fireball Flo, providing that a little kindness and positive mindset and a splash of Fireball can help you go the distance. Imagine stumbling upon a piece of history hidden away for over a century. That's exactly what happened in Scotland's Corswall Lighthouse. Engineer Ross Russell, while inspecting this 209-year-old lighthouse, made an incredible discovery: a message in a bottle tucked away inside the wall. With the help of his team and some clever tools, think rope and broom handle, they carefully retrieved the bottle, which had been hidden for 132 years. The cork was stuck tight, so opening it wasn't easy, but when they finally did, they were transported back into 1892.
What year is it?
Inside was a handwritten note listing the names of the engineers and lighthouse keepers who worked on installing the lighthouse light. Barry Miller, the current lighthouse keeper, described it as if he were meeting the colleagues from the past. It felt like they were there with us, sharing their story, he said. This fascinating find tells the story of the team from James Milne and Son Engineers, detailing the work done on the lighthouse. But it doesn't stop there. Ross and his team decided to return the bottle to its hiding spot with their own message for the future. Hooked on these offbeat headlines? Don't miss out. Subscribe to our channel now.